are back for another week, and we have a very special guest, very, very interesting man coming on, Bostin Loyd, and Synthol is what we're going to talk about today. And we're gonna talk to Bostin Loyd about this because he's actually he's a professional on it.
Yeah. So if Synthol is so common, why don't the pros use it?
Why don't they? Why
don't they talk about using it?
I would say the pros, out of the guys that I know on a personal level, I sell to a lot of pros. Remember that. I have pros that call me, and I'll give them a discount if they want to buy 5 or more or whatever. I'm telling you right now, the guys that you would never even think use Synthol, use it properly, are on it.
Yeah.
But at the pro level, I would say on the Olympia stage, a lot of guys use it. I would say, your shitty pro that has good genetics, this probably doesn't have that much money going on, just like a genetic freak, they probably are not using, lots of oil and stuff like that. But your main guys like McCarver, Compton, guys like Phil Heath, I know they use a ton of Nolotil because I know Hani's really big on Nolotil. I would say 75% of the top guys are using oil. And if they're not using oil, they're shooting so much fucking gear that they don't need to use oil. They just volumize with all the gear they're using.
Yeah.
And food.
Well, tons of food. Yeah, I mean, their nutrition is spot on. You know what I mean? But, I mean, food, number one, obviously. But as far as them, like I saw on Facebook yesterday, a guy was like 1 week out from the, so-and-so pro show, and he posted a picture of all of his protein, all of this that just got mailed to him from a sponsorship, like saying like that's what he's using for his peak week, like completely lying to people. It's like, dude, don't lie. In your bag, you're going to bring on the plane a ton of oil, a ton of insulin, a ton of, you know what I mean?
And you're leaving the protein powder at home.
Exactly, yeah. It's crazy, but I mean.
But that's where he gets his money.
So now, but let me ask you, Bostin. Some guys saying I do 300 milligrams a week. What would you put? What someone says they're put 300 milligrams in them a week of something. What do you think they're really doing? Double or triple or quadruple?
When we're saying 300 of what?
300. Say something. I'm only doing 300 trends. Someone says to you, yeah, how much you think they're doing? 6, 7, 8?
I would say the pros are anywhere up to anywhere from about 750 to a gram a trend.
Whoa.
That's I'm talking about an average person because people just lie all the time about shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People lie all the time
about shit. I'm talking about your elite pros. I'm talking about your good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, because I was working with somebody. Well, I was going to work with somebody, and I still consult with him sometimes. And he's built some freaks, and he wanted me doing 500 mgs a test every day. So that came out to about 4 grams a test a week. He wanted me doing 400 EQ every day, so that came out to like 2.8 grams a week. And he wanted me doing 100 tren every day, so that's 700 tren, and that's for off season. That's not pre-contest.
Holy hell!
I know.
How's your attitude on that?
I'm a calm guy, so I don't really get affected with that.
I've heard that it only affects 5% of everyone taking it. Tren. That's what I've heard.
A lot of people like to use it as an excuse of why they get mad, like trend rage. I don't know. I'm personally a calm guy, so I'm. If anything, I go the other way. I go depression, meaning not depression where like I'm going to kill myself, but I get down on myself like, my physique looks like shit. Like I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think everyone does that.
Fucking, you know what I mean? So I'm a calm guy, so I'm not going to get affected that way.
Yeah, they say that all it does is just heighten up who you really are.